Hi, my name is Jen Jones, founder of the Society for Sober Liver Survival. I want to thank Dr. Koob and the NIAAA Council for giving me the opportunity to discuss who we are, how we are, and why we want to partner with NIAAA to deliver better health outcomes for individuals with alcohol-associated liver disease, or ALD. One moment while I bring up my presentation. First, I want to thank NIAAA for recognizing the importance of integrating AUD and ALD treatments. Today, I will share with you a missing piece in current liver advocacy, as well as a central piece to connect ALD and AUD treatments. To learn more about me, please refer to my bio in the appendices. This summer at the EASL conference, AASLD and EASLD announced new nomenclature for fatty liver disease, updating this term to steatotic liver disease, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease to metabolic dysfunction-associated steatotic liver disease, or MASLD, and introducing a much-needed category of MET-ALD, which is MASLD with ALD. Same journey, just different etiologies, and conducive to combining efforts with advocates and supporting people with these conditions. Although there are many targeted organizations for liver disease, such as viral, genetic, and rare, as well as MASLD, there is a missing piece. And though I advocate for and support their impactful work, it is also a piece missing in programming at both major liver advocacy organizations, the American Liver Foundation and the Global Liver Institute. It also happens to be the liver disease that kills the most people in the US, and it's the #1 reason for transplants. In partnership with the Fatty Liver Foundation, mentorship with Lorraine Steele, CEO of the American Liver Foundation, medical advisement from Dr. Vijay Shah, Mayo Clinic's chair of internal medicine, and Dr. Jessica Mellinger with Michigan Medicine's integrated ALD-AUD Alcohol Improvement Network, champions at AASLD, and patient partners like Beth Lehman, I founded Sober Liver in March of this year to support this high mortality growing population. We must act now. The pandemic has fueled an increase of deaths at an alarming rate, mainly affecting populations with lack of access to early detection and interventions, our young workforce population, which will have unforeseen economic impacts, and affecting women, the reproductive members of our society, which will lead to greater fetal alcohol syndrome, moms unable to care for their children or see them grow up, and women with the resources to have children deciding against it as they cannot stop drinking for 9 months. To thwart this rise in mortality, many well-resourced institutions are moving to an integrated model treating both AUD and ALD simultaneously, like the Michigan Alcohol Improvement Network, where people diagnosed with ALD meet with a hepatologist, psychiatrist, and psychologist in one clinic, while encouraging attending mutual aid societies. But these societies are for people with AUD, and many are not diagnosed with ALD, which can lead to feelings of shame, more shame, and increased self-stigma for the person with ALD. We must reduce the stigmas associated with ALD. ALD stigma can be combated with empathy from people with lived experience who need to be empowered to lead action against the stigmatization. Sober Liver will bridge these treatment strategies, creating a space for people with both AUD and ALD. When I almost died from liver failure on May 6, 2018, I had about a 30% chance of surviving 30 days, diagnosed with alcohol-induced hepatitis and ALD. I felt ashamed that I had gotten myself to this point, blaming myself for letting the severe intimate partner violence I suffered lead me down this road. I was embarrassed to talk with my family and thought I may be better off dead. If it wasn't for my dog, I probably would have given up. If only I'd had someone to share these feelings with that had come out on the other side, alive and with hope. Our goal at Sober Liver is to be that someone, providing social and peer support, creating better health outcomes by discovering the underlying why for drinking, and finding short and long-term purposes, reducing stigma and shame while increasing connection and belonging. We will accomplish this mission by creating a safe space to engage and empower people to activate their agency by developing their unique alcohol recovery pathways through peer and mentor support, education, and external resources. Originally, Sober Liver was seeking to become a 501c3, but after speaking to lawyers about the extended time it would take, and then following my inherent instinct to partner rather than compete, and because of the new nomenclature, Met Al category and structure, I met with the leadership at the Fatty Liver Foundation to accelerate the mobilization of Sober Liver so we can be more agile and help people in need of support. We are currently working on an MOU for Sober Liver to become a restricted program within their organization, and we'll be announcing the structure in an upcoming press release. Which leads me to why Sober Liver is seeking your help. With the growing body of evidence indicating that this integration of AUD and ALD can improve health outcomes and the need to solve the stigma and shame associated with ALD, we postulate that including Sober Liver in these integrated models and clinical trials will improve health outcomes for people with ALD. To accomplish these goals, we are seeking support of our mission and also want to be included in clinical trials to produce evidence-based care models. What would a grant do for Sober Liver? It would provide seamless transfer of support for patients pre and post-transplant, support for their transplant through mentors whose lives have been impacted, prevent relapse through evidence-based support for unique recovery pathways, and provide patient navigation to ensure medical compliance and treatment adherence. Dr. Jessica Mellinger said, peer support for those with ALD is severely lacking, and many find themselves feeling isolated and alone, coping not only with the stigma of alcohol use disorder, but also with the challenges and stigma of having ALD. Having access to a peer network such as the Society for Sober Liver Survival for support and guidance while navigating the often complex and bewildering process of recovering from alcohol use disorders while coping with liver disease would be invaluable to our patients. Together, we can increase the number of Sober Liver survivors. My contact number is below, and I have enjoyed sharing with you today, and please contact me with any questions. Thank you so much for your support, and I look forward to working with you all soon.